Hello traders, you're welcome to this video and you're welcome back to the Forex Geek channel. In this video, we are going to be looking at one of the most versatile indicators in technical analysis, and that is none other than the STC indicator, or the Schaff Trend Cycle indicator. If you have been looking for ways to spot trends faster and improve your trade accuracy, then this video is definitely for you. Now, it's one thing to note that the indicator is a custom indicator. It's important to note that, and it's also very important to note that this indicator does not guarantee profit. It is not foolproof. So for the fact that it is a custom indicator, it means that you will need to download it from a reputable source. So you can check the MQL5 marketplace, but if you don't find it in the MQL5 marketplace, then you can check any other reputable source online. There are a variety of platforms, websites online that offer free trading indicators. Okay, so you can check any of them to get the STC indicator. Now we're just going to be exploring the best settings for the STC indicator. I'm going to load the indicator to the charts right away. So here we have the Schaff Trend Cycle indicator. Okay, this is how it looks like. Make sure to stick around till the end of this video because I'll be sharing tips on how to optimize the settings for this indicator for different market conditions. And if you find this helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated with all our Forex strategies and tips. So first of all, let us talk about what the STC indicator actually is and why it is so effective in Forex trading. The STC, or the Schaff Trend Cycle, the Schaff Trend Cycle indicator, it is a hybrid indicator, meaning it's a combination of two well-known concepts, the MACD, or the moving average convergence divergence, and cycle theory. Okay, now that looks at it looks at the natural market cycles, right? The idea behind the STC is to provide faster trend detection compared to standard indicators. Okay, so it is important that you note these things, if you want to get a hang of how this indicator functions, if you want to know the principles that this indicator uses to function, then we have to look into the details as well, in addition to the functionality of the indicator. All right. So the STC indicator helps the trader to capture trends and reversals early, which can be especially useful in the fast moving Forex market. All right, so we can see how the indicator is on the chart. This is the gold chart XAU USD, and we are currently on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, now the STC indicator works by tracking both the trend and the cycle of currency pairs, okay, which is why it's known for its speed and accuracy. It starts with the MACD's approach. As you can see how the indicator somewhat looks like a momentum oscillator, although the MACD has histograms, but this indicator does not have histogram bars, right? It's not exactly like the MACD. It's just that it uses a similar concept with the MACD. All right, so when you see the STC line, let us look at the settings for the STC indicator, the inputs. Okay, put a color here so we can, I'm just going to change this to broken lines and this, let's see. All right, so we can see that we have an overbought territory and an oversold territory. Okay, this is an indicator that also shows us when we are in an overbought situation and when we are in an oversold situation. All right, so let's go back to the settings, and we can see, all right, this is a custom indicator, so you have to allow the DLL imports when using it on your MetaTrader platform. Okay, so I think that's it for that. Now let us get into what we are here for, which is the best settings for the STC indicator. While the default settings for this indicator can be effective, many traders find they can get more accuracy by tweaking the settings according to their own trading style. Okay, so we can see that from the settings we have the MA short. The value for the MA short is 23, the value for the MA long is 50, and the value for the cycle is 10. All right, okay, so this is the default settings. Okay, however, for more active intraday trading, you might want to reduce the MA short from 23 to 15. All right, so if you are an intraday trader, you might want to consider reducing the MA short value to 15, and then for the MA long, you can bring down the MA long value to 30. All right, or let's just leave it at 35. You can bring this down to 35. Okay, the cycle, you can leave the cycle at 10. Okay, now let us see how this settings look like on the chart. Okay, so now using the STC indicator for intraday trading, you can modify the settings as indicated, and when you want to get your signals, you can look out for crossovers by the STC indicator in the overbought territory and in the oversold territory. All right, so when you have this line, when you have the purple line cross below the black from the oversold territory, as we can see what happened here, that gives you a sell signal. When you have both of them dropping down from the overbought territory, you have a sell signal confirmation. However, the sell signal is already given even right from the crossover when the indicator is still within the overbought zone. As you can see that right after the crossover happened, you can see that the price began to drop. Okay, on the other hand, when you have a crossover, a bullish crossover in the oversold territory, there you have your buy signal. All right. So after the purple line crossed above the black line, we got our buy signal. Then your stop loss can be just below the swing low. Your take profit can be when the indicator gets into the overbought territory and you see a bearish crossover. That can be a sign for your exit. That is for a buy trade. And for a sell trade, when you have the price, the STC indicator enter the oversold territory and you have a bullish crossover, that can be your signal to exit your sell trade. All right, now in addition to that, it's important that you also make use of trend lines, make use of support and resistance levels, because those can come in very, very handy. They can be very useful signals for your exits, okay? And they can also give you additional confirmation to the signals given to you by the STC indicator. For example, we can see that we had a buy signal somewhere around here, right? We had a buy signal here, and you can see the trend line served as a confirmation tool because the price was bouncing off the trend line, so it served as a confirmation tool. And at the same time, this our horizontal level also served as a confirmation tool because the horizontal level was acting as a support. Remember, it is a zone. All right, so this was a support zone, and we can see that the price rallied all the way up to this point from here. So if we had entered a buy around here, then we would have caught somewhere around 580 pips, okay, and that would have been a good catch. All right, now to wrap up, we are just going to be looking at some key takeaways. And it's important to know that the STC indicator, although being a nice indicator which can be effective, it's important that you combine it with other tools or indicators like the trend lines, horizontal support and resistance levels. And then additionally, you can add other indicators like moving averages or any other indicator of your choice just for confirmation. Okay, so the settings that we have discussed in this video, just those little modifications, you can decide to experiment with them or even try out other values. You can tweak the values to find which one will suit your trading style best. Okay, now if this video helps you get a clearer understanding of how to use the STC indicator in your forex trading, please hit that like button. And if you are interested in more forex strategies, tips and breakdowns of technical indicators, make sure you're subscribed and have the notifications on so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.